Let's go back to the last regular season meeting between the Celtics and the Warriors. Remember how Marcus Smart dove for a loose ball and injured Steph Curry? The result? Steph missed the final 12 games of that regular season. Then in the Celtics Game 7 against the Heat, Marcus Smart missed his final 5 field goal attempts before hitting a pair of free throws down the stretch. So, Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust Marcus Smart in these upcoming NBA Finals?
A 5. I gave him a 5. 10 on defense and a 1 on offense. So it averages out.
I'll buy that.
Skip, because I don't want him shooting the ball in big mo. Skip, he literally almost shot the Celtics out of the playoffs over the last 2 minutes of the ball game.
He did.
He literally almost did it, Skip.
Almost.
So, look, I expect him to play well. He doesn't have an easy assignment because Steph is perpetual motion. He does a lot of different actions. They do a great job of dribble handoff to him, setting screens, back picks. They do a lot of things to make sure Steph is going to get his shot attempts. And so Marcus Smart is going to have his hands full. But what concerns me is that he's not the prototypical point guard. And sometimes he gets in his head like, man, you know what? I could be Chris Paul. I think I'm going to be Chris Paul today. I think I'm going to be LeBron today. I think I'm going to try to score and get me a double-double, 20 points. No, bro, that's not you. That's not you. Give the ball to JT in a spot where he wants it. Get the ball to JB where he wants it.
Yep.
And let's ride from there. Al Horford, hey, spot up. You drive the ball, kick it to Big Al in the corner. Let Al do his thing. Lob it up to Robert Williams, excuse me. But, Skip, sometimes these guys got to have an understanding of who you are and what the situation calls for. The situation always doesn't call for you to be the hero. Understand that.
I was highly curious how you would answer this, and I thought you'd do 7 or 8, but you answered honestly because he can be an offensive liability when he decides, I'm not the point guard, I'm the man.
Yes.
And down the stretch, he missed his last 5 shots in the last 3 minutes of the game, and yet he bookended it with 2 free throws that gave you a 13-point lead, and then he goes right back to the line and makes the 2 crucial ones. He puts the icing on the cake. He said, this is the end, and made it a 4-point game. If he misses one of those, we're still having a basketball game.
Because a three-pointer can tie you.
You got it. So, to me, it was troubling for your pick in the finals that Marcus Smart in the conference finals game 7 said, you kids get out of my way. I got this.
Right.
Because he was sending a message, I think, to, wait a second, where's your guy? Where's number 0? Because he was 0 to be found. He had 0 shots over the last 335. Well, in part, that's Marcus Smart's fault because if that guy is ready for a seat at the superstar table, if you're the quote-unquote point guard, and they all say that this team turned around when they made him the official point guard, well, then you better go get Jason Tatum get him a couple of shots down the stretch to slam the door.
Well, what they tried to do, Skip, they tried to let Jason Tatum initiate the offense. And so when they bring the double team, that means Marcus Smart. Miami was smart. Spo says, I'd rather Marcus Smart take that shot than Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown take that shot.
If you're that guy, if you're that point guard, you call a play, and you have to go get him a shot because all you need is one shot, and you're going to slam the door on Miami, and they're going to quit.
Well, why not? How about this here, Skip? What if I don't call a shot? I force the double team. They kick me the ball. I hit a 3. I'm the hero.
Okay.
How about I do it like that?
Okay. Well, I'm going to sum this up for you. That play on Steph that knocked him out the last, 12 games?
Yes.
That was a dangerous play. At best, it was a dangerous play. It was close to being a dirty play. Steph is, he is the baby-faced assassin, but he's got some assassin. He's going to be driven to get even with this.
Well, I hope he's not around the basketball because that play, if he made that play in the regular season, what the hell you think he's going to do in the finals?
They'll try to get physical with little Steph.
Of course, that's Skip. That's the MO with him. You try to get physical you possibly can, play into him.
Here we go.
Make it tough on him, which is a lot easier said than done. But I don't trust Marcus Smart in a lot of.
I'm glad he's on your team.
But that's okay. He on my team. But I got JT and JB.
Okay. Well, do you? They got Marcus Smart.
There you go. Hating again. Okay.
No,
I want you to have that same energy on Thursday or Friday when you come in here.
Tips off Thursday night, gentlemen.
Yes.
We shall see. All right, Skip, get ready. Is your guy Dak Prescott going to prove doubters wrong this season? We'll tell you what he had to say coming up next. According to Fox Bet Sportsbook, the Celtics are 3.5-point underdogs against the Warriors. That has not stopped Shannon for going with Boston, though. Shannon, you took him in 7, plus you thought they'd win Game 1 on the road at the Chase One Center. Are you feeling good about your pick to have the Celtics win Game 1 still?
I do feel good because I know Skip gonna give me them 3.5 points, so I feel even better.
Somebody yesterday proposed this bet with no points, and I accepted with no points, so you are out of luck.
Oh, you running scared? You got the courage to do a conviction. You got Steph and Clay, the best duo of the group.
Yeah, you got a team that won, what, 3 times at Miami?
Sure did.
Yeah. You should play your Boston home games in Miami, right?
Skip, look, I believe they're, excuse me, they're going to get one of these 2 games. Now, if they don't get Game 1, they're going to get Game 2 because I'm going to come back, I'm going to bet you again for my 2 cases. But we going to be even, or I'm going to be up 2 cases on this bet. They're going to get a split. They won 3 games on the road last series. They're 7-2 in road playoff games this season. The home court advantage that they had in Oakland, Skip, is a little different in San Francisco, and I think we know why. That's okay. But Boston, they haven't seen a suffocating defense like Boston play. Miami struggled to get to 100 in a lot of these ball games. And you know what they did to that first-round series. And I don't believe that Steph and Clay possess the offensive weaponry that Kyrie and KD did. I believe the team, that Golden State obviously is a better overall team. The way they can play Steph, the way they pin down and flare for Steph, and Steph was being the pick and roll, and then he take off running like his hair is on fire. That's to get to the far corner. Somebody's over there waiting to set a pick. They pass it. He bombs a 3. I've never seen anything like with Steph Curry. He's got to be the most conditioned athlete with all the running that he does in the course of the game. But guess what? Can't run for Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart.
No.
Ooh, yeah.
Lock him up.
Yep. They're going to follow him wherever he goes. And if we have to switch, we'll switch it. We win in this game.
So I opened this show by handing you 2 more cases of Diet Mountain Dew because I was true to my school. You put me on the spot about my Vanderbilt Commodores.
Sure did.
Who have no real experience as a golf team at the highest level against an Oklahoma State.
You got the best golfer in the country.
We do. And he won the individual title yesterday. And he will lead them past Texas Tech because they're the 1 seed versus the 8 seed. So they got Texas Tech today, and then it'll start to get tougher and tougher. So I will probably lose that bet just because it's a long shot that they're going to beat all those traditional powers down the stretch of the team competition.
What you told me, a team that has the best player should always win. You got the best player, so you should win.
Well, unfortunately, it's 5 deep in this team competition.
Oh, kind of like basketball, huh? Kind of like football with 11 deep. Wow. Who knew?
Who knew? So I handed you 2 cases there, and you're about to hand them back to me in Game 1 because I am not going to give you these points. And I do like Golden State's. I don't love Golden State's chances. I do think Boston plays far better away from Boston than they do in Boston. They crumble under the pressure to live up to the expectation of their crowd, because their crowd has gone completely crazy for Big Green Machine. We're going back in time, hark back to Larry Bird and obviously Paul Pierce and all the championships past. And it's here again, except it's not at home. They're much better on the road. And they have had time. It wasn't the old days were quick turnarounds from if you went 7 games in the conference finals, then you had to turn it right around and go on the road with 1 day in between and start off Game 1 of the finals. You're usually just shell-shocked.
Right.
But this time, they're giving you all the way to Thursday, so it's not a quick turnaround.
Well, only between games 3 and 4 is there only 1 day off. Other than that, Skip, everybody, you got 2 days off. This time, Golden State's going to have like 5 days, and the Celtics is going to have 3. So everybody's going to be rested. Robert Williams gets some more rest. Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, all of those guys are nursing injuries, and there's a chance Golden State gets Iggy back. Otto Porter, GP the second. That's a possibility they come back. So, but look, I'm just thinking, what should I wear? What should I wear to be on the duck boat?
You're going to the duck boat?
No.
Really?
Oh, the Celtics have that's where I saw the duck boats. I remember seeing duck boats somewhere, and I wonder where did I see duck boats?
Well, it's Red Sox, probably, right?
Yeah, okay. Well, they go down to River Green, and I'll be on that duck boat.
Are you going to go all the way to Boston for
Probably.
this? Because they sent you
I think JT would want me to be there. He and JB would want me to be there.
Really?
Yeah,
Sent you a zero jersey so you can wear it?
I may not be. You better not let the Celtics win this series. It'll be over for you.
Somebody seems to be backpedaling. Somebody's requesting 3.5 points.
You want to give it to me?
Heck no.
Okay.
I mean, why would I? You proposed